Welcome to Practical Smokers, where we light up at the latest in cigar culture, humor, and news. I'm your host, Cole Parker, with my fellow co-host, Jay Money.
What's up, people? How y'all doing? This is Jay Money in the building. You know, we chasing the money till the money chase us, baby.
Oh, look at you, man. I be so happy when you decide to motherfucking go ahead and utilize your motto, you know, whatever it is that day or week. You know, today we have in the house the infamous world-renowned,
Get it right.
Angela Alexander.
Don't forget Bonita.
Yancey.
Angela.
See, senor.
Okay. Angela in the house.
See,
You know, I should have asked to write that down at the beginning. That's my fault. So Angela, I've been on a lot of years. Okay, so because of that, you know what I'm saying?
I've had a few names.
I wasn't gonna say all that, but we mentioned it. Since you brought it up, we've been there, right?
I've had a few
Love the
names.
nails, by the way. They
Thank
fly.
you.
I'm a very observant. Don't try me like that. I don't want to be like
It
that.
just sound like you want some nails, nigga. That's what it sound like to me. Girl, when'd you get them done? That's
That's what it
that's what it
sounds.
sound.
Nah.
Girl, I love your nails. When you get them done? That's what it
Shade.
sound like.
You just a hater. You just
Yeah, today's the day. Today's the day. It's the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
Well, technically, it's the beginning of the year for when we air, right?
Right.
Beginning of the year, but it's the end of the year technically. Christmas was phenomenal. How was everyone's holiday time?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Okay, did you do anything?
Family with my mom and my
Okay.
brother. Enjoyed my family and smoked and enjoyed just life.
I
Being here,
love it.
blessing.
I love it. How about you, man?
It was beautiful, man. You know, I had an opportunity to hang out with the kids. They
Wear a red
excited.
suit, anything?
Excuse
You
you?
had to wear a red suit, anything?
I ain't have to wear no red suit.
You know, I mean, I don't know. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
even own no red suit.
I'm just saying, you know, I'm just telling you. Santa makes money during this time of year. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out a way to make some little extra bread, you know. I'm about to wear a damn Santa
You
suit.
might want to move your hips. You've been asked to do that once
So we bringing that off the camera stuff.
before. I just bring it
I
up
got it.
stuff. I'm just
I
bringing
got
up
some off the camera stuff I can bring up during the course of the day.
Oh,
I'm glad you decided to point that out. With that being said,
Yeah.
whether you're new to the world of cigars or a seasoned smoker, we got you covered. So stay tuned, stay intact, stay faithful with us, but stay lit. Let's get it going, all right?
Yeah.
So today, what we're talking about is being a smoker and traveling, smoking while traveling. So we're talking about where you can go to smoke, where you can't go to smoke. How does that affect different genders even, right? So Angela is our world-renowned individual. She's been traveling more than anybody I know in the last at least 15, 20 years, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that being said, have you ever, Angela, been to a place that is shunned on for women?
Yes.
Okay.
So I can honestly say I've been smoking since 2001.
Okay.
So when it was
You was smoking longer than Jay.
Yeah, when it was the Leaf, and it was Little Highland before it was Big Highland. But I love this. But Dubai, I can say, was one of the places.
So a woman just can't light up.
Well, you know, I was never put in a situation I asked
Okay.
to be respectful, and I was told that I should, basically move your head. No. So that was one of the places that I was like, okay, I guess I won't be utilizing my cigars here.
All right.
But there are a lot of other countries that are very cigar friendly, and then on top of that, Google is your best resource. You can Google countries. Like, for instance, I just got back from Panama in September. Panama is basically a smoke-free country. However, with that being said, with your hotels you're at, you can find out, okay, do you have a smoking area? Is there a smoking section?
Right.
So the hotel I stayed at was the Hotel La Campania, yes. And there was a smoking section. They had out by the restaurant, you could smoke on the rooftop, which is the acapella bar. And they're actually building a cigar bar speakeasy down the street from the hotel. So I plan on going back
Awesome.
because it was supposed to be built by December, so this month. So I got to check and make sure. But that's the biggest thing. Dominican Republic, Punta Cana, you can smoke at pretty much any resort you go to. Some of the resorts carry cigars. I personally always bring my own cigars. You know, you go somewhere, they're gonna say they're Cubans. They're not Cubans.
So how does one distinguish that, right? So my advice to people is, if you bought it and it's not in an actual humidor, it's not Cuban.
Agreed.
Okay. So
I
let's
would
start
say
there.
that,
You
yeah.
want to be like, hey man, would you like a
Some
Cuban
Cuban.
man?
$50.
Yeah, no.
Okay, give me 5. That's how they do. It should be fake as hell.
Give me
Right.
$250.
Right.
You were like, hi, yeah. So I'll say this with the the places I've been, especially like the DR, you're gonna get a lot more Nicaraguan wrappers, all that. And people will say, "Oh, this is a Cuban cigar. It's Cuban seed." I don't know unless I've actually seen it come out of the humidor. And then I'll just even say Cohiba. That's the biggest name that everybody knows.
Right.
They have a big counterfeit market on the wrappers and the labels. So just because it has a Cohiba wrapper on it doesn't mean that it's a Cuban cigar. Your best bet is if you talk to a local that you trust or someone who has bought cigars there from any of the factories. They can let you know where you can get some extra cigars that you might want. But someone off the street, a vendor, the taxi driver, the Uber driver,
Don't trust none.
Yeah, the concierge, no, not so much.
So like you actually mentioned counterfeiting, right? What people don't understand is that when they have these people that counterfeit cigars, what they tend to do is put all kind of shit in there for filler, right? Where filler is usually all tobacco. Sometimes it could be cotton, trash, plastic. They put all kind of shit in there just to add a filler.
Agreed.
Right? I know somebody personally who wears like counterfeit, right?
Oh.
He'll wear he'll wear a Burberry jacket.
I think I saw him yesterday.
He'll wear some Louis Vuitton shoes.
He had on Gucci yesterday.
First of all, he the only dude I know that got Balenciaga Jordans.
Baby.
You know, I don't even know nobody else who got those.
I've been looking for them myself.
I already asked
He
him.
got it for $110.
What store you get that from?
Yeah, the corner. Corner store.
He has a tailor.
Oh, that's what he said? That was his answer to you?
Yeah,
He has
Taylor
a
named
Taylor.
Little 5 Point.
I ain't even talking about little 5 points
He
that
has
bad.
a
Underground.
tailor
Yeah.
overseas.
A tailor
wait a minute, don't be
overseas.
talking about underground. You know that was my old stomping
But
ground.
I mean,
back
but
in
the
day.
Underground Mall kind of got some counterfeit stuff too.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
I was
No,
they
it's
wasn't known
fit
to be
counter.
official.
It
Hooters
is
back
fit
in the
to
day.
counter.
So yeah.
Is what?
It is fit to counter.
Agreed. Yeah.
What are you talking
But
about?
That part,
but
yeah.
you know, like they always say that what they say, pretty much replication is a testimony of your brand, right? When somebody pretty much copies you,
Yeah.
that's a testimony of how great your brand has become,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So even though they do that with Cohibas, what I tell people, like, yes, it may look like a Cuban Cohiba to a blind eye, but you could die because you don't know what they put in it, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like fentanyl of cigars, right? You got to be real careful with what you smoke.
And people always say that you can tell the Cuban by the wrapper and
Definitely by the
certain stuff.
top. There's certain ways
By
that
the
they
cap.
wrap the
By the
cap,
cap.
right?
Exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
of the head, the cap of the head of the cigar, correct.
Pause.
Pause,
It's the head.
pause.
Head of cigar, foot.
Agreed.
I agree.
I didn't say get the head.
I,
Jesus Christ.
I always say smoke with
And
your
then
Not like I
best
think
edges.
something wrong
And then
with
there's
getting head.
that, you know.
Well, first of all, getting head is okay in my world.
Hey, it's okay in my world
You
too.
know what I'm saying?
You know.
I don't like that women call it getting head. That really bothers me.
I agree.
I
don't
think
like that
eating
either.
vagina is perfect.
Yeah, that's
You know, eating pussy's even better.
Yeah, that's great.
You don't have to call it getting head, right?
Yeah.
It
It's
just-
masculine,
It
right?
just doesn't sound right.
It don't sound like coming from a woman's mouth.
It just don't. You gonna give me head? I headbutt you. That's all the fuck I'm gonna do for you, right?
Right.
I can't do nothing else. But anyway, back to cigars.
Okay.
Okay, then we tangent.
It's okay.
She look like, how did we get on Head Street? Easy.
I'm going to continue to be the lady in this group.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
A lady.
That's why I'm here
Muy
for you.
bonita.
Let me tell you-
Muy
I'm
bonita.
here for you today.
Look, ladies,
As a young lady,
ladies be
as a young
doing
lady
head now
representing.
too.
Yes, Bobby.
We gonna
yes.
really talk about it
Agreed,
now.
senor.
Ladies be doing head too. Now we gonna talk about it.
So what I was saying, though, your ass.
So
Stay
I got
in
your
price
ass. I'm almost there.
Yeah,
Stay in
stay
your
in your
price
price
range.
range with cigars.
right,
Like,
don't try to
right.
go out there and do too
yeah,
much.
just
Right.
do what you know.
So, like, I know somebody personally, again, who recently went out of the country and was coming back into the country and
Be
decided
nice.
to buy some cigars
Be nice.
at the local duty free shop.
I think that person's just a sweet person. You know,
I agree.
She's
always
amazing.
looking out. Always
She's
looking out.
amazing.
So beautiful. and
She's amazing.
Inside art, she's got a great heart.
She's amazing,
Her
right?
heart was there.
But she and her, hastily, she went about purchasing cigars at the duty free shop.
And didn't realize they were cigarillos.
Didn't realize that they were joints. She got
No,
a 50
cigarillos.
pack of
They're
cigar joints.
Cigarillos.
Cigarillos.
They're
She got a 50
cigarillos.
pack of, I seen them, a 50 pack of Cuban cigar joints.
3 packs. 3 boxes.
They're
So,
cigarillos.
what advice do you have for people outside of going to a humidor, outside of all those other things? What advice do you have for people that are purchasing cigars abroad, right? In a duty-free shop, like what advice do you have?
So my personal advice is take your cigars. That's just me.
Yeah.
I take my cigars with me. Normally, depending on, most of my trips are 4 days, 3 nights. So I take at least 20 cigars. I might not smoke all 20, but I'd rather have more than not enough.
Right.
Because many of the hotels, gift shops have cigars in them, but you're spending anywhere from $25 to $30 for a $10 cigar in a gift shop.
Absolutely.
I can even say
And that's not even Cuban.
Yeah, no, it's
Right,
not. It's just a regular old Rudy Poo, like an Ashton.
Exactly.
You're like, I'm paying what? For what?
Right.
Even I can say one of the hotels that I was in Punta Cana, they had a cigar bar in the hotel. Their cigars were anywhere from $30 to $40, to $50 to $60, and they were bullshit.
Really?
So I was like,
You say bullshit on our.
Definitely
Okay.
say bullshit on
Okay,
this
so they were
podcast.
bullshit.
We said pussy.
Okay, yeah, you did.
Bullshit is an easy second.
Okay.
Right, okay.
All right. So, needless to say, I personally carry my own cigars. Everything else I check, I put in my bags outside of my cigars. My cigars stay with me because I know I'm not carrying a box of cigars. Like I said, I might have 20 cigars. They stay in my backpack. I keep my backpack with me.
Right.
Everything else I pack. But at least I know what I want to smoke, I'm bringing. If there's something that's local to the area that, you know, is a reasonable price, I'll purchase it. But I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm out of cigars. Now I'm spending $30 for one cigar, which I know is a $10 cigar.
So I've traveled abroad a couple times, and you know.
What was her name?
Senor.
Salmonella.
No bueno, no bueno, no bueno.
So and one thing that I've known of learned outside of the United States is in these humidors you can haggle a little bit, you know. Unlike if you go to Patio, shout out to Patio.
3150 Highland Parkway.
There
Hey.
Here in Smyrna, Georgia.
There we go.
Shout out to us being here. I was gonna get to them, but they family. We know we shared the holidays with them. We came to the holiday party. They good people.
Yeah. You can't you can't haggle here, but
Right.
outside the country you can haggle a little bit. Have
As
you
a
had
woman,
that?
I'm not gonna haggle.
All right, that's
Really?
what I was going. That's what I was
Whoa, but I feel like you're in the best position.
I
Yeah.
am, but however, a lot of times I travel solo.
Ah,
So with that being said, unless I'm in a situation where I have a group of people with me, that's one thing. But majority of the time, I travel solo, so I try not to stand out too much. Obviously, my skin color, I blend in any of the tropical places I go. They don't look at me anyway. They start speaking Spanish. I speak a little. I'm like, this Patio.
Yeah.
But I don't haggle because I already have my stuff with me. And then at the end of the day, if I'm going somewhere to purchase a cigar, I'm not going to just buy a cigar off the street.
Copy that.
right.
So, any place else, it is what it is. But I don't put myself in a situation where I'm an easy target because I travel a lot by myself.
Gotcha.
Do you when you're traveling abroad? Do you go to the black market and get the dollars for a better rate or
Black
no?
market. Wait a minute. You can.
No, I use my trusty card.
Okay.
And that's it because most of the time, like I say, I'm on
And you're
residential,
female.
yeah. And I'm not gonna put myself in a situation where next thing you know, my mama, shout out to Dr. Maxine and Yancey,
Absolutely.
is looking out like, where's she at? She ain't on Facebook. I'm gonna call the local police.
Right.
Because she will.
Right.
Shout out to her about that because that's happened before.
Yes.
But needless to say,
Mom's also a retired professor.
correct. She's a retired professor.
Yeah.
She's there. Her spare time is always good to figure out where somebody is.
I love it.
Yeah. But I will put myself in a situation like, even for my birthday last year, because we share the same year. We both turned 50 last year. So I went to the DR with a group of people.
Okay.
And then we actually went off property because that's my first time traveling with a group of people. So we went to a local spot. We had a blast, but we also had security with us.
Right.
So
That's
with
what
that
you need,
being
okay.
said, you got to realize, especially women, I can't speak for men, but women are targets no matter where you go.
Right.
And I'm an old woman with a whole lot of mouth, so they probably not gonna want to kidnap me.
They gonna definitely return your ass.
They gonna return me
Let me
because
tell
they
you.
like, she talking too much.
Return the
it's too much
goddamn
going,
sender.
It's too much going on.
You gonna show up like an Amazon
right,
package.
that part.
Right.
We don't want her. Too much. But I'm just mindful because, like I said, in this day and age, you never know what's going on, and people are missing, disappearing, especially black women.
Yes.
So I'm mindful when I travel. Like I said,
Right.
it's for those that don't know, I used to work for Delta Airlines. I was a flight attendant, program coordinator in the training center. So I was with them for 20 years. So I've been pretty much anywhere you want to go. I've been there, been there, done that, seen it, got a stamp in my passport for it. But yeah, that's the biggest thing I'll say. Because I'm so used to being by myself on that aspect, when I was on that journey, I don't have a problem traveling by myself. I don't have a problem smoking by myself. So whether it's abroad or not, you know, I'll say one thing I will that I've learned when I travel abroad. They're quick to want to give you flavored cigars.
Especially as a woman.
As a female.
Right.
And that's
I
in the
refuse.
States too, but I didn't start on a flavored cigar. When I first started smoking in 2001, it was a Connecticut. So I never started with flavor. And so that's one of the myths that I hate to hear about all women smoke flavored cigars. No, we don't.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing I have seen when I'm abroad. They want to give me, oh, this is chocolate. This is cherry. I don't want that.
No, thank you.
I don't want that.
I do the same thing like my blunt wraps. I don't like that either.
Yes, it's too much. But
think about the money.
So speaking of security,
yes,
one of the things you can also do is notify your local embassy. You know, notify the local embassy where you're going to be going, how you're going to be going there, just in case shit go down. You know that.
I ain't never had to do that, but okay, thank you for sharing that.
So,
with me.
but there is one thing, because I've been a victim of this, right? So, when it comes to accessories and traveling, especially abroad, like I never get one time somebody told me, yeah, man, you can't travel with your torch, man. TSA take it. I was like, motherfucker, please. I'd have been on 50 fucking flights and I still got my damn lighter, right?
Right.
That one time. I swear I'm mad at that motherfucker till today. It was a DuPont lighter, too. That was a gift. So you talking about $350 lighter?
That's scary.
And the motherfucker took, he's like, yeah, I got to throw it in the trash. I said, man, at least give it to the cop right there.
Yeah.
You know, between the two of y'all, fuck y'all. Somebody just take it.
Yeah.
Don't dispose of it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, I really think there need to be like a shipping service like Amazon. Amazon need to move a counter in TSA.
Agreed.
They'll make a fucking killing.
No, they would.
Because if I'd have paid $50 to get my lighter shipped to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, are there things as far as accessories that you should or should not take when traveling?
So I got two folds to that. So I will say I had a Cohiba lighter that back in the day I forgot was in my backpack. They tried to take it, dispose of it. I was able to finagle because I knew one of the police officers that were there and they held it for me. So when I came back from traveling, I was able to get my lighter back.
Oh, that's sweet.
So it worked out really good for
That's
that.
the benefit of being a woman.
Yeah, because I don't know.
He'd have been like, motherfucker, that's mine.
Exactly.
That was my lighter.
You know how to use
Right.
a little charm for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I will say I keep staples. Like I said, I keep my backpack with my cigars, but I keep staples. So I had to dig in my suitcase today to pull out the stuff I normally bring when I'm on my trip.
And let's see, what you usually bring?
So I normally keep cutters because I have very nice cutters that I have everyday smoking. But these are my cutters I take with me anywhere I go, travel. Different sizes because I never know what cigar
Right,
I'll
because one
have
is a
with
pretty
me.
big ring gauge.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just
I think
depends.
dudes that smoke cigars that big are dick suckers.
All right. Okay.
That's yeah.
I'm sorry, I said that out loud.
Yeah, I knew you was going there.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think cigars
But
that round should come with
I'll
scrotum
tell you
sacks.
why I have it this large. Because say, for instance, I don't finish my cigar, I can cut it off,
Okay.
and that way I'll be good. I personally will never smoke anything this ring gauge in public. Too much, and I see ladies that do it, so my hat goes off to you, but I won't smoke anything this big.
But it also
ring gauge.
loses flavor.
Yeah,
People understand
it
that
does.
you lose flavor, you
it
gain
loses
nicotine.
Its flavor, and it's
You
a
know,
whole nother thing.
It's like losing the flavor of a great drink by adding alcohol.
Agreed.
That shit makes no goddamn sense.
So then this is the other thing that stays in my suitcase. It's called the Perfect Light every time. It's a Cigar flame. So it's like a mini barbecue grill.
Okay.
And it lights with the
Can you make ramen noodles with that motherfucker?
I don't know about all that now. But it's like it uses your USB cord. So it's like this is it. You plug it up. It's TSA approved. It's got the little TSA sticker on it.
Okay.
But I always take a USB charger so you can take that with you. So worst case scenario, I always have like a $2 lighter with me. But if that's not working, or if for whatever reason TSA decides they want to take my lighter,
You got that.
I always have this.
Oh, that's
Okay.
dope. That's
And
dope.
last, wait a minute, this is my
Oh,
last
we here.
Oh, what is that?
That's like a foldable ashtray.
It is. So,
All right now.
and I'm giving this to you.
Oh,
but
hell
this
yeah.
is
Look at that. I can stop using the ground now.
yes. This is a must-have. This was Easy Ash. It was 5 in a pack.
Okay.
But I take this with me all the time because a lot of places, especially if they have a smoking section, they don't have anywhere for you to dump your ash. So I'm not gonna always just dump it. If I'm at the pool, I'm not just gonna be dumping it in a cup, or they give you a bowl. What? Yes, exactly.
I do that
Like
shit
that.
like Sprinkle Bay.
It's like that.
Directly on the floor. You ain't got an ashtray, it's your goddamn fault.
But this
Take
is
that, take that.
this is the ashtray I use, and
Speaking of
especially
take that.
if I have a patio, I smoke on my patio. I have an
Copy
ashtray.
that. I love it.
That's
Thank you.
yours. Yeah.
I love it. You got to put it together and everything. It looks amazing.
It tells you, and it slides in your backpack, your suitcase, whatever. But those are the things I always keep with me when I travel. When it comes to smoking, because at the end of the day, I know if somebody takes something like that,
You just trying to steal it, so you're not gonna take it. Cute ain't gonna work. She'd already used it 10 times a day. See, shout out to Britt and Fred on our ones and twos. Shout out to Court. She in the house as an audience as well.
That door was whooping Court ass, by the way.
The what?
That door. They was whooping her ass.
Oh, let me tell you.
She tried to get out. And
Look, I ain't never seen nobody get jumped by a push don't pull in my life.
Yeah, that door whooped her ass.
All I heard was click, 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 click.
Hey, I was like down 911.
Also,
crazy.
shout out again to Patio's Social and Cigar Lounge, 3150 Highland Parkway here in Smyrna, Georgia.
We are in that beautiful
Members only
room where it's fully secure, as you can see.
Right, too secure.
You can't get in or out this motherfucker.
Courtney was at Fort Knox.
You got to know the passcode to get out this motherfucker.
Fort Knox.
Fred tried to help, but they both at the door like,
Yeah.
they didn't know what to do, so they left it alone.
Looking like two people that on the school bus.
I think people are, okay, my kids call it SPED.
Yes.
That's short for special ed,
Definitely.
which I think is a great fucking name, right?
Uh-huh.
I think, okay, sorry, let me start over. Council Compliance Officer,
Oh,
do I need
right.
to, I pull back, I'm good? Okay, I got a thumbs up. So the SPEDs, right? So I think that you're really, really special. I don't think you're special if you ride a short bus, right? Because they put you with other helmeteers, right? Other people with helmets, right?
Okay, so all y'all special.
But if you got a regular size bus with 2 seats,
Oh.
then you damn special.
What?
One for you, one for the driver.
What? A
Let me tell you,
limo?
with like built-in drool cup.
Oh. Yes, I totally agree.
You don't even know you're there till they wheel you in. You just think,
Or will you out?
you're in the mother just a whole show. You done went to the Grand Canyon. You done went to Vegas, lost some money.
Right.
Hey.
All on your way to school, right? You know,
Oh, man.
that was fucked up. We might cut that out. Okay.
I was like,
So back to, I go too far sometimes. You know, you've been knowing me long.
I know.
You've been knowing me long.
I was at your wedding.
Right, you was at my wedding.
Wow.
Yes, she
I
was.
was
We
at
go
your
back.
wedding.
She older than Corey in the Parker household.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we go back. But anyway, so one other thing, do you have like any special places like that's your shit? Like what country, where do you go? You be like, you know what? Every time I touch down here, I've got to go to.
All right, so I will say I had made it a passion to go to the DR Punta Cana.
Okay.
There was a cigar bar like right outside the hotel that was my favorite.
Uh-huh.
But I said, okay, this year rather, I said, okay, you've been in the DR 3 times this year. Let's figure out something different. And plus, my birthday's in September, so hurricane season. Last year I was in the hurricane. I think it was Fiona. So it was amazing until it wasn't, and the hotel got towed up.
Damn.
Flights.
While you was in it?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You was in it
hopefully
like
on the
this?
low flow. Oh shit!
She's
You
a
was like, oh shit!
backstroke.
Everybody fucking blown away, but you. Oh
Hey
shit!
man, when I
That's all
tell
can
you,
say.
it was hot. I woke up in the room. The whole side of the hotel was gone. They were on generator power. You go outside, everything. It was bad.
That became oceanfront for real.
It was
Right.
for
Okay,
real. It was
okay.
really bad. So after last year, I was like, okay, no more traveling during hurricane season. So that's how I ended up finding Panama.
Okay.
But I will say I will definitely go back to Panama next year just to see the cigar bar that's supposed to be opening up. The hotel, like I said, was amazing. You could smoke on the rooftop. It's amazing views. They were very cigar friendly on the property. But again, like I said, Panama is a smoke-free country, so you can't just walk the street smoking. That's
It's
what
like
you're not-
California.
Yeah, that's what you're not about to
Yeah,
do.
that shit like California.
Yeah, that's what you're not about to do. So, yeah.
You have any anything you want to do you have any like stories that you want to tell us about that you've had that was like just special towards cigars? Maybe like you bought a couple cigars out of the country, brought them back in. You got a funny story about them, anything like that?
The only thing I could really say, I had a situation with TSA one time, but I think he was just being an ass.
Man,
Okay.
fuck TSA, man.
Whoa! Council Compliance Officer. Okay, we don't say fuck this, and we all travel.
Yes.
And they still could be assholes.
You know what? Any airline that would like to support the show, we are pro airline, pro airports,
Delta
pro
preferably.
TSA.
Delta preferred,
Delta
yeah,
preferably.
But
Delta.
but go ahead. Everybody got shit to do TSA. Tell us about what happened.
So
Can't get to the airline without TSA, nigga.
I
I got appreciate.
can't
Still
with her.
TSA.
I could not.
Okay, I'm
So
sorry.
when I was coming back last year from the DR, like I said, Fiona, everything was.
First of all, that sounds like a heifer that havocs.
Baby,
some shit.
it was.
If I ever meet a Fiona, I expect her to be crazy.
Yes.
It was
You
havoc.
ever
She
seen
probably
Shrek?
got some good vagina, but still.
Have you ever seen Shrek?
Yeah, you know, I did see Shrek.
Okay.
She was Fiona.
Yes.
Yeah, he looked like Rock. Remember the TV show Rock?
Yes.
Charles
Yes.
Dutton.
Yes.
He like
I
a
did.
green Charles Dutton. I'm
I
sorry.
did.
Agreed. Yeah, no. So we were traveling back. My party went before me, so they left that Sunday. I was scheduled to leave that Monday, so they missed the hurricane. So I was by myself, needless to say. When I was traveling back, TSA had an issue with my cigars. I still had maybe 4 cigars left.
Yeah.
They wanted to throw my cigars away.
Oh no.
I said,
My
no.
My bad.
We're not gonna throw my cigars away. I said, go get security. Now,
Right.
mind you, my Spanish is limited, but I still understand what.
You know what
some
securiadas
stuff-
mean?
Right.
See,
La
no bueno,
policia.
no bueno.
Not sure.
And so, long story short,
Pinga pinga no leche.
they.
I know, I ain't got no sense. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm stupid.
No sexo para usted.
Right.
Yeah.
Same thing as
So-
pinga pinga no leche. But I didn't mean no sex with you.
Yeah.
But pinga pinga, you gonna keep fucking and not come? What the hell's wrong with you? Pinga pinga no leche. That's what it means.
I know.
Dumb as shit. But yeah, so they had to get security because.
Speaking of take that. No, go ahead.
I
God.
can't with you.
I'm gonna get through this.
I'm gonna get through this.
Come on. Okay, I'm waiting for you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. So they wanted to take my cigars. There's 4 cigars left. They were probably this size. He said, "Oh no, contraband." Like they were Cuban. First of all, they had Placencia wrapper. All of them had labels and wrappers on them. So there was nothing that was not wrapped. There was nothing that was too small or anything like that. Long story short, security came. I had to be nice and smile. American, yeah. So all that good stuff. And I was telling him, I was celebrating my birthday. He was able to let me take my cigars. But I was just like, that's the first time in all my years of traveling with my cigars that somebody wanted to throw my cigars away, talking about it was contraband. I was like,
Right.
yo, no.
I'd have put all
I
the
had-
bitches in my mouth and
Yeah.
smoked them at one time.
Okay.
I had a
Ain't no
similar
goddamn way.
situation like that. I was in Canada, and I had
Nobody
Drake-
likes Canada.
Right,
Drake does.
right.
Drake is Canadian. Everybody likes Drake.
I drove like
He light skinned it. That's why.
Yeah.
30,
Yeah,
40
like-
miles to this shop, to this humidor shop, and I was like, oh, y'all got Cubans in here. And I started looking at them, I was like, I said, wait a minute, this is real Cubans.
Okay.
And so I bought a couple of them, 3, 4, right? Now I'm on my way back to the airport a couple days later, and first off, it's snowing. And I'm driving and I'm sliding off, fishtelling all over the road. And I'm late. I get to the airport, I'm rushing, I'm running down the airport and stuff. I didn't realize
Like OJ
TSA.
from Hertz commercials.
Correct, like OJ, definitely. I didn't realize TSA. You had to check in the TSA at the airport in I want to say that was Ontario. So it's not like when you land in Atlanta, you check in TSA. You check in TSA prior to getting on the plane. And so it's like, did you bring your cigar back? I was like, yeah, I got a couple of Cubans. Now, this was around 2011, 2012. They had just opened the doors up. You know, everybody was going to Cuba buying sticks and stuff. They were like, come with me, right? So they take me in this room, and I'm like, I cannot be doing this shit. Not right now. I got 20 minutes tops.
That's
to
all
get in
my
my
story's
plane.
taking.
And so, you know, they start looking at my stuff. The guy don't know the rules. I'm over here telling him the rules from Google. He's over here looking at Google himself because he didn't really know the answers for TSA. He was like, well, because you only got a couple of them, we're going to let you slide. I'm like, okay, thank you. Bye-bye. You know, so that's why I was curious because I had a similar situation.
You know, thank you so much for taking us on a journey with you, brother.
Most definitely.
I really
I
Anytime.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Anytime. I appreciate you not interrupting me while I was doing so.
I did a few times, but it's okay. I'm glad you didn't stop.
Yeah.
You know, because then you might have been caught in the words.
And I'm glad I didn't stutter either.
You did an amazing job.
It's tentative. So, first of all, I like to thank everybody come out, you know. Angela, tell them how they can find you on social media, dear.
You can find me. I am Sweet, SWEET, the letter N, Sassy, SASSE. That is me, Angela Yancey
See,
Alexander. See?
Okay, look at that. I didn't know there was a Yancey in, but I knew. I almost
It's
hit you with Angela
always
Yancey, but I was like,
always gonna be Angela
okay,
Yancey.
okay. You got anything going on anytime soon?
I don't think I'm going anywhere. My next trip is going to be to Aruba for a wedding, so I'll be doing
I gotta
that.
plug you with our girl out there.
Yeah, I'll be
We
doing that.
got a trainer out there. She dope.
Okay.
She's a registered nurse too.
Okay. Yeah.
So J Money, how can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram at JDMoney1000. You can find me on X at JDeniro.
Okay. And the funny thing is, his middle name is De Niro, so his middle name is Money.
I love
Yeah.
it.
So once again, thank you for tuning in to
Yeah,
Practical
right.
Smokers. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Practical Smokers. Make sure you go to our IG page at Practical Smokers. Shout out to Patio once again, 3150 Highland Parkway. I'm at Cole D. Parker on everything. Stay humble, stay blessed, stay lit. We out.
Peace.